that what makes the man is not his age, it's not his gender, it's his God. And until you see the God in the man, you don't enjoy the grace on the man. So no man, you must stop looking up to any man. Look at Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 5. Am I speaking to someone here? Every one of you hearing my voice, it said, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from what? Departed from the Lord. It said, cursed, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man. It said, for they that put their trust in God, they are like Mount Zion, Psalm 125 verse 1, that cannot be moved. Your trust should not be in man, your trust should be in God. Am I talking to somebody here? If you don't want to suffer heartbreak, liver scatter, kidney destroyed, learn to trust in God. A songwriter said, through it all, have learned to trust in Jesus, have learned to trust in God. Through it all, oh, through it all, have learned to depend upon His word. Through it all, have learned to trust in Jesus, have learned to trust in God. Oh, through it all, have learned to depend upon His word. If you don't want to suffer spiritual depression, trust in God. Only God can be totally trusted. Men can change. A man can tell you 12 o'clock I'm transferring, that time network will be bad. So even if the man chooses to be trustworthy, network can make him otherwise. So when you hope too much in men and there is disappointment, you begin to suffer depression. Some of you now, the condition you have, if I take a sampled opinion of your heart, the state of your heart, you will discover that you are in a state of baka. No, what's baka? State of scatter because of men. He said, I was wounded in the house of my friend. Why? You overrated men. Nobody can shock me in life again. You can only surprise me, because I've so built my shock observer to know that you can fail. Have you been to the junction of your life when you've heard everything from men and you see men act opposite of what they told you? Have you been to that junction when men told you would die for you, and just a little noise, vanguard, they are gone, not even gone? So we'll die for you, take bullet for you, we can't leave you nor forsake you. And then suddenly a small child bursts balloon, oh, they take off. So where is it that said he will die for me? He said, man must survive. Am I talking to someone this morning? There are a lot of us hearing the sound of my voice. What's the situation? You trusted a man. You just believe that this man is too tongue speaking to disappoint you. You just believe that this guy is too anointed to fail. Am I talking to someone here? And your heart is in a state where it is. There are even some persons who've made up their mind that they have nothing to do with God again. Why? Is God your problem? You only met a man of God, you didn't meet God. You met a woman of God, did you meet God? Am I speaking to somebody? Why are you angry with God because a man of God hurt you? Why are you angry with God because a woman of God hurt you? Why are you giving up on God because a child of God hurt you? It is the child of God that hurt you, not God. And the problem is that you overrated the man of God at the expense of the God of the man. Am I talking this morning? Jeremiah said, curse any man that trusted in a man. If you want to enjoy your spiritual life, and in fact enjoy your life, don't make any man your standard. I don't know if I'm talking to someone. In the midst of my statements, I can still tell you that not everybody is a devil. You only met a devil. There is someone you will meet today. You will join those who will say, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. But there's another one you will meet. You said, the woman you gave me. I don't know if I'm talking here. So one of my prayers for you in the course of my teaching is that God should be ordering your step to the right people. Am I talking to someone here? A man said to me, I'm in my condition because of. He said he's in his condition because of. Am I speaking to someone? Somebody called me. He started discussion with speaking in tongues. Then after speaking in tongues, he went to the interpretation. What was the interpretation? He told me his rank in the realms of the spirit. He said, I'm prophet so and so. He didn't know that his starting point already made me suspicious. Yes. So he took me further and began to discuss. And they said, we want to make you a country representative for a product we want to import. I said, no problem, I'm very available. It's my line. It's my line. And the man started talking. I was excited. I'm about to become a country representative of a multinational company. When he was through speaking, I said to him, I don't have problem. Can we discuss the terms of transaction? And then I said to him, I said, sir, you know, you can take care of the production and the shipment. I will take care of the clearing, the storage, and the marketing. So when the man is telling you, you need to bring 50 million for a start, I told him, brother, I'm wiser than this. I said, don't bother the warehouse, I will take care of it. Declaring, I have Gossi and Co. They are here. Who clear it? Is it market? I have young people. Is it office? I have office. But I should bring my million for us to do production and shipment. There was the partnership about. Am I speaking to someone? But not some of you. As soon as it's a lumber, some of us, you have entered marital one chance because you got married to a tongue-speaking sister. You didn't take time to verify the character of the sister. So you are in marital depression because of marital manipulation. Am I talking to someone here? Church gift can be deceitful. Don't forget that the gift and the callings of God is without repentance. So there are some Samsons whom God have left, yet they are still shaking their head. If you must overcome spiritual depression, see, even if we know that there are men with grace, with unction, but don't equate a man with God. He said, for Paul planted, Apollos watered, God brought the increase. We only pray, it is God that answers. I'm scared when somebody is telling you that we lay hand on you, you must testify. I'm not against this, a level of faith. But my brother, there are times when God looks as if he traveled. It does not make him less God, he's still God. Do you know that you have been told that in 7 days you carry your baby? And 7 days has passed, 14 has passed, 21 has passed. You have not seen it, so you are beginning to be depressed. You are asking yourself, has God lied? No, he didn't lie. He's taking his time. Because maybe if he had answered it that 7 days, you would have given man the glory.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
I want someone to walk out of this service loving God the more, setting aside the hearts of men and loving the God of the man. I don't know if I'm talking to someone. I told the young man, I said, the anointing on your head is not to manipulate people. Don't let people rate you by the oil of on your head, and then you begin to use the oil to take advantage of gullible people. It is time to understand the standard of life. If you want to overcome depression, just know that's not in the hand of man to help you. Church, my wife can bear me this witness. I often say jokingly, I said, I wish God will make me God for one day. How many days? God will just wake up and say, Fidelis, today. You know the way they do governor for one day? A governor will step aside and bring a teenager or a child to be governor for one day. Why are they giving child? Why didn't they give adult? I will sign my CFO before I leave. Just one day. You know what it takes to be God for one day? That sister that is very faithful, that is been crying for fruit of the womb. I'll first sign 5 for start. 5. How many? For her waiting, let her feel the weight of the bread. 5. As she's carrying them, she'll be knowing that the Lord is good all the time. Am I speaking to someone here? Because many times the faithful are getting depressed. The committed are getting depressed. Because you are asking, is there no balm in Gilead anymore? Church, there is. There is. Am I talking to someone? You must understand, God is not a man. With all due respect, every genuine man of God desires it to happen sharp. Because the joy of a priest is the testimonies of his people. It's the joy of any priest, any genuine priest. No man takes delight in tears. Am I talking here? Can I tell you that 10 minutes I've received a call? We laughed and danced on the phone. In less than 10 minutes, I received another call that you can't boldly smile because the person on the other side of the phone needs to be encouraged. You are just telling somebody now, congratulations, and then you are about to tell another person, take heart. It's the irony of this work. Paul said, the things I love to do, I see myself unable. And the things I hate, I see myself. You are depressed over a man who is seriously managing depression. Every leader's passion. Church, if you are a genuine pastor, the autos are not your consolation. The house is not your delight. Joseph was elevated. There was a dream. Am I speaking to someone? You are the one that told the butler and the baker, wash up before them. And before your very eye, your prophetic, the butler has been released. You know that he has been enthroned back to the 1 year. 1 year, 6 months. You are sending anybody you can send. Remind him for me. As if forgotten that God used me for him, but he abandoned. Listen to me. Joseph would have given up on him, because if he had allowed himself to be depressed, by the abandonment of a man he has invested in, he would have missed God when God came. Because after 2 years, the Lord came on his case. Am I talking? We are depressed. We are depressed. There are some things I don't like. Just refer. Smile. I don't believe. Let me say this. People used to say that and do cutting for. And I was about to take a decision like Joseph. Not Joseph, when he heard that, don't go